Cleanliness keeps you healthy. Chapter 1. Dirt and chemicals cause illness. The importance of cleanliness to prevent disease and fight disease. It goes back to 1847, when Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis, a physician in a Vienna hospital, discovered that infections were spread among patients and doctors who didn't wash their hands, and they laughed at them then. Nowadays we still live in denial, thinking that diseases are caused by bad luck, genetics, or some freak occurrence. It's as simple as getting germs, bacteria, viruses, and poisonous chemical from the environment. Most people are brainwashed by the massive conventional cancer industry. I have my own beef with them because I had friends and family who had cancer. I tried to talk sense to them from all the knowledge I knew about cancer, and they dismissed me. A prophet can't be a prophet in their hometown. People give into magical thinking that these doctors and big machines and all those busy people at the hospital will help them, but they're a bunch of brainwashed clones too. I believe that nobody wants to talk about all the chemicals of modern life and in the foods we eat as a cause of disease because it's bad for capitalism. The big lie is that cancer is some mysterious disease that afflicts some unlucky people. It might have contributors called carcinogens, but getting it is mostly a matter of bad luck. The truth is that lifestyle causes all cancers and all disease. There is a small genetic component, but we're epigenetic, meaning that lifestyle determines genetic manifestation. Wake up like I did when I read Hulda Clark's 669-page free ebook. It's about all those poisons you're surrounded by everywhere and all that poison you eat and breathe in all the time. Hulda Clark, free PDF online. The Cure for All Cancers, huldaclark.com/the-cure-for-all-cancers.pdf. Keep your house and living area very clean, but don't use chemical cleaners. Use antibacterial wipes. Vacuum the house using a vacuum with a HEPA filter, high-efficiency particle arrestor. Wash your hands before any contact with the patient. Encourage the patient to wash constantly. Eat natural, unprocessed foods. Open the windows. Get fresh air. Get sunshine. Wash hands with HibiCleanse, a surgical scrub available at the drugstore. If you have a weak immune system, people should stay away. If you have a weak immune system, avoid soil, as in don't garden. Soil is a source of bacteria and mold. Remove plants and flowers because they tend to shed mold. Flowers harbor infectious bacteria and suck water out of the air. If the caregiver has a cold or flu, wear a mask. Wash fruits and vegetables of pesticides, etc. Fruits are a risk for mold and should be inspected carefully. Mold can be dangerous to the weak patient. All mold in the house should be removed. Keep the house dry. An air filter cleans the air. Pets should be bathed frequently. Pet litter should be changed frequently, but not by the chemotherapy patient. Pet reptiles are carriers of Salmonella bacteria. Raw eggs and raw cookie dough are not good for weak patients. All chicken, fish, and meat must be cooked well. Wear clean clothes. Keep the house clean. 3m.com/us/healthcare/medical specialties/index.html, Tegaderm, 3m. Healthcare products 800-228-3957. Avoid hot tubs. MRSA/Staph/MRSA, methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus bacteria. Staph infection is a skin infection commonly known as MRSA or MRSA. MRSA used to be an infection hospital workers used to get in anywhere that people are in close casual contact, like prisons, daycare services, sports teams, schools, and even firefighter facilities. The problem is that some of these MRSA bacteria become resistant to antibiotics and don't work. The MRSA bacteria is passed by human touch only, not through inanimate objects that may have had contact with the bacteria. Researchers have discovered that MRSA can be transmitted via pets. mrsatexas.org. mrsaresources.com. Hospital-acquired infections/HAIS. Nobody wants to believe that hospitals are some of the most unhealthiest places around, but it's true. Hospital-acquired infections are also known as healthcare-associated infections and nosocomial illnesses. Some consumer advocates say 1 in 20 people who enter the hospital will end up with infections they didn't have when they got there, meaning they got some illness from being in the hospital. When they started monitoring this in Pennsylvania, they had 12,000 cases in the first year, and that's just what the hospitals reported. Nobody knows how much is purposely hidden. Postoperative sepsis is an infection acquired in the hospital after surgery. Sepsis means the presence of bacteria, yeasts, fungi, or molds in the blood or tissues of the body. Legionella.org, Legionella and Legionnaire's disease prevention. pneumonias.emptoms.org/nosocomial-pneumonia/nosocomial-pneumonia.html. Infection safety websites. cdc.gov/handwashing/y-handwashing.html. cdcnpin.org, the Center for Disease Control National Prevention Information Network. 800-458-5231, fax 888-282-7681, TTY, 800-243-7012. apic.org, Association for Professionals in Infection Control and Epidemiology, Inc. APIC. 202-789-1890. Fax, 202-789-1899. IDSociety.org, Infectious Diseases Society of America. 703-299-0200. Fax, 703-299-0204. OSAP.org, Organization for Safety and Asepsis Procedures, OSAP. 800-298-6727. 410-571-0003. Fax, 410-571-0028. SHEA-ONLINE.org, Society for Healthcare Epidemiology of America, Inc. SHEA. 856-423-0087. Fax, 856-423-3420. SHEA-ONLINE.org. ASM.org, American Society for Microbiology. 202-737-3600. Fax, 202-942-9342. CBIC.org, Certification Board of Infection Control and Epidemiology, Inc. CBIC. 202-454-2550. Chica.org, Community and Hospital Infection Control Association of Canada, 866-999-7111. 204-897-5990. Fax, 204-895-9595. HIS.org.uk, Hospital Infection Society. UK. 011-44-1243-788-122, EXT 3548, fax 011-44-01243-831-631. Immunize.org, Immunization Action Coalition. 651-647-9009. Fax, 651-647-9131. ICNA.co.uk, Infection Control Nurses. Organization, UK. 011-44-1506-811077. Fax, 011-44-1506-81147. healthsystem.virginia.edu/internet/epinet, International Healthcare Worker Safety Center. 434-924-5159. Fax, 434-982-0821. NFID.org/NCAI, National Coalition for Adult Immunization and National Foundation for Infectious Diseases. 301-656-0003. Fax, 301-907-0878. Immunizationinfo.org, National Network for Immunization Information. 877-341-6644. Fax, 703-299-0204. epa.gov/opad001, National Antimicrobial Information Network / Antimicrobial Division of the U.S. EPA Office of Pesticide Programs. 703-308-0127. Fax, 703-308-6467, Children's Organizations. cdc.gov/mmwr/previews/mmwr/html/rr491001.htm. Mask wearing and hand washing reduce risk of infections. Avoid close contact with persons with respiratory illnesses. BIII. cdc.gov/hiv/pub/brochure/cariathome.htm, caring for someone with AIDS at home. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. cdc.gov/hiv/pub/brochure/cariathome.htm, importance of hand washing, masks, washing of fruit, keeping sick people away when immune system is compromised. emedicine.com/med/topic2293.htm, toxocariasis. ext.nodac.edu/extpub/ansci/animpist/v1221w.htm, public health watch, toxoplasmosis caused by the protozoan parasite Toxoplasma gondii. slacking.com/general/itchy/store0997/edit.htm, Rutela, William A. Ph.D., M.Ph., David J. Weber, M.D., MPH, water as a reservoir of nosocomial pathogens. Infection journal websites. cdc.gov/mmwr, CDC's Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report, MMWR. 888-232-3228. Fax, 404-639-4198. cdc.gov/mmwr. ncbi.nlm.nih.gov/entrée/query.fcgi, PubMed Healthcare Literature Database / Search Engine. 301-594-5983. harcourt-internetional/journals/jhin/default.cfm?main-menu.htm, us.elsevierhealth.com/agc, American Journal of Infection Control. Fax, 202-789-1899. itchyjournal.com, Infection Control and Hospital Epidemiology. Fax, 856-853-5991. slacking.com/general/itchy/itchyhome.htm, harcourt-internetional.com/journals/jhin. Journal of Hospital Infection. 800-654-2452. 407-345-4020. Fax, 407-363-1354. harcourt-internetional.com/journals/jhin/default.cfm?main-menu.htm. Cleanliness products. Pinezoel.com, Pine Sol Disinfectant. 800-227-1860. Lysol.com, Lysol Disinfectant. 888-265-3343, Children's Organizations. Drugstore.com. Thedialstore.com. Soaphealthgrades.com. 877-733-5845. Softsoap.com, Soft Soap Antibacterial Soap. Netgrocer.com. 888-638-4762. HEPA Air Filters and Vacuums. arb.ca.gov/research/indoor/acdsumm.htm, State of California Air Filter and HEPA Filter FAQ. 916-322-8282. Fax, 916-322-4357.